I just played a set with Juices. He's like my coach, my mentor. He's the person who's taught me the most about Street Fighter. And the set went pretty terribly for me, score-wise. You know, it's like 2-20. I won 2 games, he won like 20, which is expected almost, which is fine. You know, we don't really care about the score too much. I just want to give you some context of the difference in skill. He played Lily the whole time, which is, I think that's his secondary. Bro plays like 5 characters. I think that's his secondary at this point. He plays DJ usually. I'm not ready for the DJ, okay? I can't even barely take a game off the secondary. I'm not ready for the DJ. Also, he hasn't even been playing this game. He's been playing Grand Blue, and I think the reason he asked me to play today after like so long is because I've been complaining a lot. Like, I uploaded a video a couple days ago where I was just complaining about Street Fighter 6, and I deleted it because I felt like it wasn't a good criticism. Like, it wasn't very well thought out. It was just me being salty about things that I probably could just fix over time. So this set was more so to like get me on the right track again, I guess, or like to get my head back on straight, I think. And it did, you know, in the moment. Like, I'm really bad at like catastrophizing. Is that how you say it? Where like you just think the absolute worst of everything immediately, and it's like super disparaging. Like, I lost the first 5 games, and I was like, I should just quit. Like, this is it. This is the end. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, that's really how I think sometimes. And I didn't realize until recently that like most people don't go through that. Like, most people don't have a small little inconvenience and then think that, oh, like I should do the most drastic thing possible, like completely quit or announce that I'm quitting, or say things like oh, I'll never be this good. Like, no matter how hard I try, I'll never catch up to this guy. Like, I'll never be this good. I've thought that multiple times this week, and even though I like press on and like keep playing the game, it keeps happening, you know. So that's something that I've been trying to figure out, you know, trying to stop myself. And I think the best way to do so is to just challenge those thoughts when you have them, to be like, oh, like maybe, you know, maybe I shouldn't do the most drastic thing over the smallest inconvenience. That's kind of the mental space I've been in, is like trying to be peaceful more and like challenge the bad thoughts that I have mid-game, which is you know, it's not very conducive to playing Street Fighter, but it's conducive to being a fucking human sometimes and like getting through the day. But as far as Street Fighter, a couple of very glaring issues, and you don't even have to play Street Fighter for this advice to really help you out. I think any 2D fighter, maybe Tekken, I don't know much about 3D games, but this is something that applies to a lot of 2D games, is that in this set in particular, and I think in general, have no mid-screen presence. That means that I sit and I just wait for somebody to whiff, and if they don't whiff, like when I play Juices or I play a high MR player, somebody who's very good at the game who doesn't whiff, they actually take the time to walk all the way forward and press the button so it doesn't whiff right in front of me. I don't do anything, right? Like, I have no mid-screen presence. I just sit there and take it. And so we started talking about like how to fix that and like stuff that you can do to fix that. One very easy thing is to just feint sometimes, right? Press a jab. Press a little light kick. Press something quick from far away that's not going to get you, you know, whiff punish because it's really quick and maybe it's at a far away range. Just bait them with something, you know, test their reactions. You press a jab, they whiff, you whiff punish their whiff, right? That's where the game starts to get a little bit harder, right? There's more mind games involved. Other mid-screen things you can do. On Chun, for me, it's mostly just throwing fireballs, you know, throw some fireballs. Press some normals, stand heavy kick. I do it on Cammy a little bit too much. Maybe press a little stand medium kick, press a little stand medium punch, a light kick, you know, like have a presence mid-screen. I mostly personally just sit there and wait for something, which is fine, but you have to like feint sometimes. Like, you can't just sit still all the time. To try and like come up with more ideas and remedy this, I've been in training mode, like just sitting mid-screen against a character and just like doing things and like thinking about what they could do in response or like what they're going to do in response, you know. Like, for example, right now I have Cammy loaded up against Honda and I'm pressing like a jab and I'm thinking like, oh, but he'll probably headbutt like in reaction to a jab, or he'll press stand heavy punch, right, or something like that, and then I can whiff punish it, you know. So I'm trying to be like a little bit more active mid-screen, just so I can like rile my opponent up to do something and not just walk all the way forward and press a button. Also, using your walk speed on characters like Cammy and Chun and Jury and characters that are pretty fast to make something with is a big part of the game. But I'm not quite there yet. I'm still trying to, you know, feint things. And you might think, well, you know, I used to do that, right? Like, me personally, I used to feint a little bit more. I used to press some buttons more. I used to be a little bit more buttonsy to get people to do stuff. And one of the reasons I think I stopped subconsciously is that sometimes I get misinputs like on accident. Like on Chun, for example, I'll be moving left and right, like in and out of ranges. I'll be moving back, I'll move forward, and then I'll press like a jab, and then it'll buffer into stance. And then, of course, like the Ken player will do Dragon Lash, and I'm in stance, so I just get hit. So I think subconsciously, out of fear, I just stopped doing that because I didn't want to get a misinput. and get destroyed by a, random horizontally moving move. Speaking of fear, let's talk a little bit about the corner, because that was other criticism Jesus had. He said in the corner, he's not scared at all because I have no corner game. I have no offense. We talked about this before. It's something that's just reappeared, right? It just came back and I gotta fix it again. It essentially boils down to the fact that, like, I'm a big pussy, man. Like, I'll get them in the corner and then I just do my little string. I'll do like crouch heavy punch on Cammy, crouch medium punch, and a full stop. Like, I'll just full stop, walk all the way back to neutral because I'm like, oh, my turn's over. I'm gonna play neutral now. We just gotta go back to what we were doing, Like, I don't re-engage. I don't whiff punish their response. I don't pay attention to their response. I don't do anything. I don't dive kick back in. I'm just going back to neutral. And that is, that's like the worst thing you can do, You gave up all your pressure so you can go back and try and win another neutral interaction to what? Give up your pressure again? And when you see it, it's like very unnatural to watch in a replay where you see me do a string or like a throw and then start walking back. And like, bro, what? Like, whoa, why are you walking back? Like, it doesn't make sense. But the only rationale I can give is that I'm scared to get DP'd, which isn't a real fear, right? They're giving up so much bar for a little bit of damage, and sure, they get out of the corner, but overall, it's like a net gain for you still. You just lost a little bit of HP. It's okay, right? It's okay if they're going to DP. This is something Broly told me a long time ago, Broly Lex. He said, if they're going to DP, they're going to DP. Like, you just got to pressure them, Don't be scared of it. The funny thing, and the main reason why I wanted to make this video is when I had told Juices that, he was like, I'm Lily, I don't have a DP. I was like, wait, Lily's DP is not invul? And he said, no, in all caps. And I said, bro, I don't know shit about this game. Like, I talk about the fact that I'm bored of the game. I don't like the game. I don't know the game, dude. I'm 800 hours deep. The character's been in the game for 6 months. I didn't even know her DP wasn't invul. I don't know shit about this game. I get on, I play, I pretend to know what I'm talking about, and then I get off the damn game. That was a very humbling moment when I read the text in Discord that said Lily doesn't have a DP or invul DP. I think I often just mistake the fact that I've run out of things that I know to work on for, like, oh, I don't like the game anymore, or like I don't have fun anymore. It's because there's just things that I don't recognize I need to do, brother. Like, I gotta play somebody who's really good, who's been playing the shit for like 20 years, and they're like, yeah, this is what you need to fix. Like, oh, that seems fun. Like, I got a problem now. I could solve this problem, and I'm gonna work to solve that problem. Got the pieces. I just gotta put the puzzle together. And some of the pieces I've seen before, and some of them I've even put together already, but you forget about it. Somebody puts the puzzle back in the box. You gotta take it out a year later and put it back together again. You know what I'm saying? Like, things just happen, and the journey is not linear. It's not point A to point B. Sometimes we gotta take steps backwards. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this video helped you. If it did, please consider subscribing, and I'll talk to you again real soon.